All right, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Probably noticed Tweek is not here quite yet. What's up? We got a lot of people from Watch the Throne. Upcoming. Wow, I just jump scared myself because I had Tweek's stream up full volume. It was just me screaming in my own ears. That was awesome. What up, chat? A lot of Watch the Throne people on here. Upcoming Smash Ultimate Invitational being held at the Guild House this December. And as a team, we realized that we need to market and make people understand what we're doing a little bit better. I think it's been going well. I think people have been picking it up on social media, but we're happy to host a roundtable this week and next week and any more if we need to, so that people are engaged and excited about the tournament. So to start us off, we're going to go around the roundtable here with, you got obviously Charles, EE, and Ray, who's been our fantastic TO, doing so much work for us behind the scenes as TOs do. So what's going on, guys? How's your evening going? Charles?
So far, so good. I thought Phil was going to take it, but yeah, so far so good.
Me too.
I'm really excited. I know I have seen some of the nominated players or players that have opted in for the nomination process. So I've seen some of those videos so far. I definitely want to check out some of them in this show. So I'm just really excited that the process is starting. And for anyone that's wondering what's all with the process, that's going to be the first topic of the day. So I'm going to be excited to get right into it. What about you, EE?
I am. Listen, I'm telling you, Jim's right now. Okay, I don't attach myself to anything that I don't know is gonna be crisp. Okay, whether it be Smash events or bitches. Okay, and I don't see no bitches here. I just see Smash events. So you know it's gonna be crisp. I know you're getting hyped, excited. We got a lot of information to drop. That's why we got the big brains in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So get ready, baby. Turning it up, changing the game. Ray?
I'm gonna try to bring that energy, but it's not gonna last very long. I'm excited. There's the more we get into this, the more we figure things out, the more excited I'm getting with this event. Like every time we have a meeting with a different department and just we're like getting things lined up, I'm just getting more and more excited the closer we get. So yes, are we ready to dig into the thing? I think I am up on the plate first.
Yeah, you're up, Ray. So Ray's going to break down kind of the nomination opt-in process that we've had, opt-in process, the nomination and the voting phases that we have coming up. It should sound pretty familiar to you chat if you've been around the Smash community for the last 10 years or whatever. Something
Summit
like was that. Around for, yeah.
Yeah, because I think the moral of the story here is why reinvent the wheel at the moment. Like we're kind of trying to get our feet wet, get like an event in the books and just kind of figure out how this works for us. So we are using a lot of the similar process. Nominations are live right now on Twitter. What we did with that process was if you saw on Twitter, we asked basically everybody who was eligible within a certain amount of tournaments if they wanted to participate. We had a lot of people reach out. And so there's like 40 names we're going to go over in a few minutes, close to that are all online. Most of them have their nomination tweets up. And you, as a fan, as a viewer, as a spectator, as another player, it's your goal to get around and help out these players whose tweets are up, like and retweet their messages. We are going to take the top 15 of whoever gets the most likes and retweets. We're combining those together more or less to get a total score, and we're going to take the top 15 and move them onto the voting stage on StartGG. Once we have figured that out, we're going to reach out to all the players that are a part of that. We'll send out a tweet once all those messages have gone out and we've figured out who those top 15 are, so that everybody else kind of has an idea of whether or not they made it or not. We'll then going to be starting our voting stage. The goal is next week. We're moving into this real fast and we're boogieing. So the goal is next week. Look out for a lot of tweets and messages about what day specifically next week. We're aiming for Wednesday, Thursday, but we'll get back to the internet when that is locked in stone. The voting stage is going to be very similar. We're going to have 3 rounds of voting for our 3 placements. When we announced this tournament, we said that there were 4 voting placements, so I want to make sure we're being consistent with that. There is 3 now. There is a we have an unannounced tournament that we have first place of that tournament is going to get a slot also, but we're trying not to spoil that tournament too early, so look out for that information as soon as we can say something about it. We're going to hit everybody with it, and so we're going to have 3 slots. We're going to have 3 rounds of voting. Those rounds of voting are all going to last 3 days. We're going to have a ton of merch Some of it we're going to show off in the stream a little bit today. Some of the rest of it you'll see over the coming week and a half or so before our voting shop goes up. And it's going to be a lot like that. You're going to buy, buying stuff will get you votes. You give your votes to the player that you want to win, and the top person each round will move on to the event. The bottom 4 will get eliminated, and we'll keep moving through those until we get all 3 of our players. That's the short and sweet of it, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well said, Ray. Yeah.
TLDR, summit style voting.
Yeah.
I would say the classic version, the one that you have to spend money for votes essentially and buy merch and all that stuff, because I think they've tried different versions, but I think this one makes the most sense, especially for us kicking off this tournament from the ground, for the community, by the community. So a lot of that money will be going to the prize pot for the players, as well as supporting the staff that is bringing this tournament to you. So really excited about that. And is Tweek ready? Yeah, Tweek is ready. Let's bring
He's
Tweek
always
in.
ready.
Tweek.
Thank you, Ray. Yeah, so guys, I mean, essentially, something we've always talked about is it's very, very similar to the summit voting process and getting people in and all that stuff. And we just want to do, a lot of us were at that final summit. We thought it was a beautiful event. We want to kind of continue the spirit of it and put our own little spin on it. So it's going to be a really great time. And honestly, we're trying to talk about things we're really excited about. Bro, I'm excited about the venue. I think Guildhouse has been one of the best venues in the country for years at this point. I think it deserves some sort of big event like this. So I'm excited to be a part of that.
Yeah, and it's invitational too.
I think it's also important to note that we are not against. It's like the way we want to do this too is like, I know like a lot of people like know the skits from Summit. That's something that was synonymous with them. My idea was we should do like a whole kind of creator stage type thing. So like our side stream is just going to go nutty with fun activities. So like a lot of these players who come here, you know me, I'm going to put them in very funny and uncomfortable situations, including, of course, Tweek. So I guarantee you the way we are shaping this shit up is going to be very lit. I promise you that. Right, Gav?
Big Gav.
Comfortable is definitely a good word for it.
Phil has made Gavin so uncomfortable he's wanted to leave establishments before. Yes. So I'm sure. I don't think that'll happen at the Guildhouse, though. It's too good of a venue. So, Gavin, I know obviously you've known about Watch the Throne for a little while now. Behind the scenes stuff, talking to me and Charles about it. What are you excited about for the event, and what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, first things first, B really likes the venue, so anything that she likes, that's cool with me. Like
smart man.
Supportive. Yep, love it.
I like going to tournaments with her. I would say like I'm usually with her about like half the time or something like that, and I like it when I'm traveling with her, and also seeing you guys as well. Like I feel like it alleviates a lot of the usual pressure. If we were talking about Summit earlier or whatever, like tournaments like that are sometimes you forget it's even a tournament depending on what's going on at the time. So it's just more fun. It feels more like the tournament's a side thing. It feels like more of like a Tweek Talks kind of event or something sometimes when I'm with all of you. So I'd say I'm really excited about that, while also still being able to turn around and play with like a top level Smash player whenever I want or something. So
yep. That's right. I'll be there. So that's cool. We can play all you want, Gavin. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, cool. I mean, I'm really excited. I mean, you're obviously one of many guests that we have. Do we have the graphic for all the invited players that we already have?
Put that on the screen if we have.
We talked about that a lot.
Chris, yeah.
And
we go. And I think, go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
We were finding out that like Bloom is coming. I just want to make sure we say that like
confirmed.
Loud.
Yes.
Confirmed.
I was going to say, I've seen a couple YouTube comments like, "Oh, I'm so sad Bloom can't make it." I was like, "What happened?" Like I said it in the Discord. I was like, "What happened to Bloom?" Everyone's like, "What the fuck are you?"
There was just a mistake with the graphic. It took a little bit longer to confirm Bloom, just because we had to make sure that Bloom and Bloom's Guardian could attend the event and all that other stuff. So there's a little bit more legwork that goes into players that have to bring a Guardian. Obviously, we want to make sure every player that is under the age of 18 has a Guardian, and we provide for the Guardian, get the flight, the hotel, and all that stuff. So
that's right. We take safety serious here at Watch the Throne, okay? You might as well call this bitch Watch Your Back, because that's what we doing, okay? You come through here, you better know you're going to be comfortable, protected, and taken care of. It's an EE guarantee.
There you go.
Let's make threats. It's how people feel safest. That's true. The other thing I was going to say, I met Bloom for the first time at Terra. He's such a nice kid. A great competitor too. Obviously, really good set with Light. So I'm excited to see what Bloom can do over here in the States. So it'll be a good time. And I think like that list in general is just like pretty goated at this point in Ultimate. It's so good. I mean, you can't invite everyone. But something I am excited about too is we talked about it a little bit already, but we've already seen a couple like the videos and like pictures and stuff like that when it comes to people who are nominating themselves or opting in basically. And it really did give me like those old kind of Summit vibes. It's nice to see everyone like put themselves out there and really try like display their personality, their play style, like all that stuff. So it's really cool to have some of that stuff back on the timeline. So yeah.
I think it's good too because like I know for a fact like the way we wanted to do it was we wanted to make sure maybe like or at least I felt this way. We wanted to make sure like some new folks who had maybe never even been a chance to go to like some of the older invitations like a Summit for example will get a shot to do it here because like basically what we're doing is we're thinking like we're just trying to carve like a new path with some new opportunities, you know what I'm saying? And the whole squad is very dedicated to that. So, and we do encourage you, like if you are eligible and you have opted in and you're making videos and plans and stuff like that, like just know that your hard work will be acknowledged and rewarded from the team. Yeah, just throwing it out there.
I never got to a Summit. I wanted to. Like I missed all of them. It's always sounded like fun. So this is gonna.
They
be
dumb as
cool
hell
to
for
see
not
them.
hiring you, Ray. I'll say it now.
It's but you know, there's like you said, there's only so many people you can invite. Like there's only so much space that can be in that studio. So it's gonna be great to be able to do something like this. Fresh pair of eyes on it with me and Flo, you know, kind of doing a lot of the tournament organizing there and things. So it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, and I know we want to also kind of shout out some of these videos here for nominations. I know WebJP. I didn't get to watch everyone's yet, but I know that we wanted to at least show some of them on the show here, just to kind of build up on that hype. And a lot of them are just obviously on Twitter. So shout out to WebJP. I thought the video was really good. We'll see if we can get it up here in a sec, but. Yeah, I don't know how. Have you guys seen any of the nomination videos yet? And how do you guys feel about them?
Like Luis's was funny.
Very funny, yes.
His stood out because, dude, go ahead, Ray.
I just had this. It's deceiving because I know he's very good at beer pong. So just watching that, I'm just like, hold on, are you hustling people? What's going on here? I've ruined it if that's your goal.
He's up to something, and it's funny to see just like the contrast that we have, right? I mean, this is such a good opportunity again to display who you are, what you're about, and why you deserve a chance to go. And Webb took that very seriously, and Webb's been a player that I've known about for a long time. He switched from Zero Suit to Sheik like 2 years ago, which I know, Charles, you know about that. Like, it's a tough life switching to Sheik, even if she is a better character than Zero Suit. And he worked really hard, and it's really been paying off. He's gotten some great wins on the character Sheik. And hey, Sheiks have always done well at summits, and it's really great to hopefully get a good Sheik at the next invitational that we have. So I liked Webb's a lot. He showed a lot of heart in that video, in my opinion.
I can vouch for WebJP because I was there when he annihilated Cosmos in losers bracket at Super Smash Con. Wow. It was shameful.
Cosmos is even at his seat right now. We can see it's his empty seat.
Shameful. So shout outs to that brother can cook. Let him cook.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch that. So I don't know if
Nexus had a good video too, actually. I could give Nexus a shout out. He had what I thought was like a very heartfelt. And we don't have a lot of representation too much in SoCal as much, not at the top level, because Void just Void's a stream god right now, world's greatest gamer, by the way. So that this Smash is beneath him at the moment. But some of those SoCal guys I wanted to show some love to for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I think Nexus is somebody who I hope is able to pull something off. Why not?
Yeah, that'd be sick. I mean,
Nexus, I don't hate you.
Well.
How do you feel about all of our invited players, Phil?
I think all of the invitees are fantastic.
Huh,
Listen,
okay.
I made a joke on Lights Out that I was like, I don't know how Proto's here. And I only made that joke because
I
Ban him, not
Oh,
Proto.
ban-
See, you don't care about him.
See, that's how long he's been away. I don't like what's James.
We knew.
You know.
We knew.
Okay, okay, congratulations.
That was 2 summits ago. Everyone learned that.
I'm sorry, but yeah, my bad. Old
hates us,
Banham is I got a good feel. You know what? I think it's just like commitment. When they come to NA and there's money on the line, they turn up to the next level. So I think with a nice amount of money on the line, Banham's gonna do the damn thing. So come on back, Proto. I still got love for you.
I think that's a good point. Is like giving so many
What?
people a good opportunity to look forward to an event and prepare for it, and we'll see some motivation coming out of these players. Like Bloom too. Like Bloom had a good run at Terra, but I know he wanted to do better, and I think it's a great opportunity for him to prepare and travel. Like I'm pretty sure that's his first time traveling out of traveling to United States, right? Or no, did he before? Maybe he did once or twice.
Double down.
There it
He
is,
hated
double
that
down,
shit.
okay.
He said
And he
Vegas was a cesspool.
Well, not gonna say
Welcome
he's
to
wrong on
NorCal,
that
baby.
one. Yeah, San Jose will treat you better.
There
Yeah.
you go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's who I'm the most excited for in terms of the invited
Wow.
list and even of all the qualified players. I really, really want to see Bloom fight up against the top talent because not everyone. I mean, Bloom just in general doesn't travel too much out of EU, so we haven't seen a lot of these matchups. Just Bloom playing against the best players in the world. So I'm really excited. Bloom and Lima have been doing a fantastic job of bringing Bayo back into this meta. Not an easy thing to do. The character is much more limited than before, and it's. But I wasn't a big fan of Smash 4 Bayo, but Ultimate Bayo is very cool to watch.
I was gonna say, yeah, and I think what.
Just laughing at Tweek's reaction to Smash 4.
He
man.
knows the truth.
I was gonna say, my most excited, the player I'm most excited for that's invited is Tweek because he lets us use his Twitch channel to talk about our event, so that helps out a lot. And we
There you go.
thank you, Tweek. You know, before we went live,
Appreciation
I was like,
around here.
whoa, okay, hold up, let me finish before you jump in and say shit like that. I was like, thank you so much. Before we went live, I was like, thank you so much, Gavin, for letting us use your Twitch channel. He goes, oh yeah, I didn't stream today, so it's cool. Actually, you owe us one. We're doing your stream for you. There you go.
Kind of true, actually. Which is
Yeah.
fine.
And he's
Good
getting a
work,
free
dude.
YouTube video out of this. What the heck?
Yeah, he's using us. We're being exploited.
I'm okay with this.
Gavin, you already said you're excited because B's excited. That's great. That's cute. Did we get all? Cosmos is gone. That's awesome.
I
How do you-
didn't get the.
Oh, go ahead,
I got
Rick.
players. I got to
Players.
I got to pack my NorCal boys, Kurama, Luis.
There you go.
Like they are great. They got to get, or I'm hoping to get in. And who was the other person I was gonna say? Oh, well, I'm excited for all the invitees. I am biased to the Incineroar timeline that we live in with SkyJ, so gotta support him also. But that's there we go.
Oh, Meister's in there too.
Yes.
The character specialists are
We got
very
some
interesting
sick players.
because
Yes.
Peanut, like Peanut, for example. Little
I'd
Mac-
love to see Peanut there, bro.
Peanut is it's like, oh, do all the top players know the Little Mac matchup? I would love to know if Peanut got in. That'd be really fucking fun to watch. Like
It would be.
even like
dude,
D3 Dom, like there's so many character
Yeah.
specialists that obviously these characters are
Dom
held
would
back
do
by certain
damage.
matchups, so they don't get too far in bracket, or it's just really difficult. You have to have a really good string of bracket luck. But in this scenario, it's like, oh, cool, I get to just matchup check the top players and see what they got. Like
bro.
Oh,
Charles,
Jaja, the best Kirby
Tro-
or one of the best Kirby's.
Charles was so funny. We were running through the people at Nomden last night. He's like, yeah, it's Dom, Takara, Jazzo. I was like, wait, how'd that happen? How did those guys get the message to opt in?
Haz was on it.
Don't worry, I know who to invite. It's them and like Mars. Like, that's
Dude,
who
I saw
messaged.
Neotono on there too. I was like, yo, really?
OG,
Like,
baby.
really?
I was
Go.
loving that.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
Neotono's on there
cool.
too.
I really
So-
wanted Zachary to opt in.
Na-
It was
oh,
a
he
tall
didn't?
ask, but he did not.
Dang.
It would have been so sick if Zachary opted in.
Yeah.
Nao too. I'm excited to see Nao because
Yep, Nao. He just
Nao
won
wanted-
in China.
won a tournament last weekend and did very well at SmashCon. Obviously, I know that Nao wants to run back on all the players at SmashCon that they lost to, but especially Akolo. So yeah,
And I didn't get to shout out Sisqui because that picture
yeah.
he put up with
Oh,
his
the meme?
nomination was
Yeah.
really good.
Very fun.
Yeah, that had me laughing. So hopefully that works
That's
out
right.
for Sisqui as well.
International rep, baby. The throne is not American, okay? We include
It's not.
everybody. The throne is worldwide, but only one can sit in it. You like that? Put that shit on a t-shirt.
And
Hey, speaking of merch,
I was just gonna say yes, that's shit, Phil. When the second you said the throne, I watch Lights Out. I know that I'm looking for your moves here. I know what to look for. Smooth with it. In general, you've always been that way. But we do have some merch. Can we tease at the very least? Yes. So we got on there. Wow, God. Dude, I'm actually super psyched for the merch.
That is
It's
sick.
come. Let me see here. I'm just pulling up the full screen. Dude, so in the center, you got the Tweek Talks shirt. Take a look at that. You obviously have Diddy sitting on the throne, which is great. Hopefully a sign of things to come. With the Belmont axe, the Marth sword. I can't believe Marcus went with Marth, by the way. That's so hilarious. And then Charles, we got the Star Fox gun on it. The Smash
And why is mine on the
University-
floor? Hold up. I want to be on the throne, man.
Well, Charles, you're closer than well. Actually,
Everyone on the podcast hates Fox. That's what that represents. Like,
It's
put
very
the Fox
true,
bit
yeah.
on the Fox
And
bit on the
that was
ground.
made by B, by the way, Ghoul Runnings. She did an amazing job, as she does with all of our merch. And then there's some great Smash University stuff shown up there as well, which actually I really like that merch. I like anything, and again, I've said this before, but anything that's like subtle Smash merch, I'm down for. And that kind of, you have to like look a little closer at that to understand that it's actually Smash merch, especially the polo.
Yeah, and here we have the Lights Out shirt as well as Illusion, the Fox shirt as well. So I'm really excited for that. Spiff made the
Fox
Fox shirt. It's really cool. And there's two other characters, and they're really sick. Not as sick as Fox, but actually, one of them is
one of
more
them's pretty
than-
sick.
Oh, one is definitely sick.
One
Fox,
is more
no
sick
question.
than Fox. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay. The other one.
But I'm excited for us to show off the rest of Spiff's things because there's
It's not even the
some
best
really
shit.
good
Can we
art,
tease it? Can we just
Well,
tell
hold
them
on,
what
Charles.
it is? Because
No.
it is
No,
the bomb.
no. We'll save it.
It
We'll
is.
save it.
Hold.
We'll save it.
All
yeah.
right.
Beyond Insanity.
I think this was a lot of really good merch to show off for sure. I obviously am going to pick up some of the Tweek Talk stuff, of course, as I always do for the Tweek Talks merch. But
The whole point of the merch too, I think we all had the same idea, is we wanted to put together stuff that looked nice and that you won't like have any fear of like going to school and getting a wedgie in. Like, nah, man, this is good.
No wedgie
quality
merch,
art. You know what I'm saying? Good quality art. Shit that just looks cool, bro. You know what I'm saying?
do
Ain't
kids
gonna be
even get
shoving no
wedgies
lies,
anymore?
bro.
I'm about to say, as a fellow nerd, I don't think that timeline exists very often these days.
That's because-
Well, yeah, because everybody got soft. You know what I'm saying? But a conversation for another stream. I guess.
Are you
Tune in
saying
to Lights
bring
Out
back bullying?
Wednesdays.
I digress.
Bring back bullying. All right, and we get Watch the Throne underwear that will not break if you get wedgies from Phil. Working security at the event.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Sheesh. But yeah, obviously some of the merch is just the best. I mean, all of our merch is the best. It's going to be super cool. And as we've been building towards Watch the Throne and like announcements and all this stuff, when I saw the merch like come together from like concept art to like actually being on sweaters and like t-shirts and shit, that's when it started to come to life for me, for real. So, there's the Sisqui post, by the way.
Sisqui
Yeah,
tweet.
I saw that.
It's fantastic.
It's hilarious.
I like the extra effort he put in. Look at 1,000 retweets. Let's go, Sisqui.
Damn,
he's
that was
doing good.
fast.
I know,
I like Sisqui.
dude.
Holy
Ooh.
shit.
France got his back. No, he's
Dude,
Spanish.
shit.
What am I saying?
Of course, yeah. France, they just want to send whoever's going to beat Light, so they're going to be campaigning pretty hard.
Sisqui got a chance. I like it.
Oh, yeah, true. We must send our best warriors against Light.
They were like, Lukey, get in there. You couldn't get him at Terra. We got to give you another shot.
The France
Lukey
versus
should've opted
Lights
in.
Out saga is hilarious. I love it so much. It's so
France versus Light, yeah. We got it too. One of our ideas too, which hopefully can happen, is a Tweek Talks versus Lights Out crew battle. So
that'd be very sick.
yeah, we're hoping that happens because it would just be 3v3. Was Phil scratches? It might be
Come on,
a
man. You
2v2
took a
crew
stock off
battle.
Leo,
I
man.
don't know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
He
did take a stock
You're
off Leo.
godlike.
Some say I'm the reason the downfall began, but that's up for the historians to debate. You nerds handle that.
It's good you feel that way, Phil. I'm glad you found the source. All right.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry.
do we have anything else to cover? Get me
We
out
got
of
one
here.
more.
We
do
got
have another
Cosmos on
segment.
standby.
Yeah.
No, I mean for Tweeks, get him out. I'm trying to get Tweek out of here. He's
Well,
not
okay,
happy.
one final question for Tweek. One final question. All right.
No
Of
problem.
all, so of all the players that have, if you could vouch for one player that is opted in, who would you vouch for?
Ooh.
We can bring up the list for Gavin. You
Okay,
have to pick
please bring
one.
up the list. I can
You
only
can-
pick one.
You can vouch. You can
You can talk
one
about a
vouch
couple.
and
Yeah,
one
we can talk about a couple.
two honorable mention.
A
one
couple.
vouch.
What the
Two
heck?
honorable
What is
mention,
rules?
one vouch.
Do whatever you want. Gavin, it's your stream is what I gotta say.
Came up with these rules.
Charles he just made that up.
Thank you. Aaron.
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah, of course. I love Aaron.
Of course, the fellow Diddy Kong player.
Loaf. Wait.
Oh, C opted in?
Life. Nice.
Aaron, Cosmos, Loaf,
Nice.
Luis would be great.
Yes. I like that shiny marks on there, man.
WebJP and Zombo would be great.
T3 Dom, that's true. Good opinion, Tweek. Good opinion.
Yeah, I like Skittles
Rude.
because Young Link is super cool. Yeah, that's
What
it.
about Neo? You gotta get the run back, ma.
Sure, that works too.
There you go.
He's down.
You know,
for the runs,
I
right?
like Onan, but he got what is this pocket name? What is this?
Did they change their tag?
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
Change it back.
That's their choice.
Fucking pocket.
Onan's kind of a legendary tag at this point.
I've seen
so.
Onan's pockets. Okay, at last moves Miami. All right, put him away, man.
Did you
Back
find
to
the lint in there? I'm confused where this was going.
Steve.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
anyway.
Steve's
All
van.
right, thanks, Gavin. All right, let's take Cosmos. So we also... Jeez. We also have Cosmos here, which is great. I'm very excited to see Cosmos. I just listened to this week's Lights Out, and I told you before we went live, I said that was a very good episode. My guy Mars was on there, and Light and Cosmos were there too, which is great. And Phil, of course, Phil's very consistent, so it's been a while since you missed an episode. It was great to see all you together with Mars, of course. I was mowing my lawn listening to you. It was a good time. So let's get Cosmos in here.
Yeah.
Can I get a Cosmos? Oh, nice. We were good.
What's good, buddy?
baby.
What's good, buddy?
Cosmo, what's up?
What's up? Nothing much. How about y'all? Y'all chilling?
Oh, we're chilling. We're talking about Watch the Throne. Have you heard of it?
I have. Actually, I am opted in, which I actually haven't made my tweet yet because I'm still thinking about it, but give me some time and it's gonna be a banger.
Oh my
I'll tell you
god.
that.
Wait. Is your opt-in
Holy
tweet?
shit, he's already slacking.
Is your opt-in
Holy
tweet
shit.
going
It's okay.
to be
Sisqui already
in the
has
form?
2,000 likes.
Is it gonna be in the form of a skit?
It may be. All right.
Ah, you
never know.
gotta let it bake a little bit. Y'all just go to the bakery
Right.
and just want it already under the heat lamp.
How much
Right,
time
bro,
do you have
look.
to bake, Cosmos?
I don't know. I mean, I never
It
said it was
ends-
gonna be a skit, but we're gonna find out.
You have
Quality over
until
quantity.
Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, that's
Daylight
more than enough time. That's more than enough time.
Okay, you better start baking.
I'm a cook. I love pastries.
All right, so I don't think Cosmos was able to see the merch, but let's bring back the merch again. Just get Cosmos's quick thoughts on the merch.
Yeah, Cosmos, you're a weeb, so let's see if this appeals to you. This will be a good.
I would like to
good-
call myself an enthusiast of Japanese culture, but okay, I'll take
Okay,
that.
we're still doing
Have
that.
you seen?
Okay.
Have you seen?
No,
the
no, we're
merch
really
that
not.
So we saw
Wasted?
this.
Ooh,
This is fire. Yeah. Look at that Lights Out
Okay.
shirt is clean too.
It
Not
is.
as nice as the Tweek Talks one, but it's nice.
Debut of Lights Out merch.
Sorry,
Lights
I
Out
don't
has
have
never
a
had merch before.
Girlfriend who's a professional graphics designer.
I'd say that's on you. There's 3 of you. What happened?
he didn't even talk to us.
What do you
about
need to
it.
get a talented significant other? Start
Our
working
Riz
on
is
it.
lacking.
Expose them.
I'm telling
Start
you, bro.
working.
I know a lot of people. I can find some good graphical stuff. Just ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
Also,
That-
you
Lights
don't
that's
have
Out-
to be dating for them to make you nice merch. Like that doesn't have to happen.
I think the
I
Lights
was-
Out merch could have had a little bit more flair to it. I don't know.
So my thought behind it was I wanted to keep. I like simple and clean stuff. That's just how I
Exactly.
operate, right?
Simplicity
So we
is
thought our
best.
first shirt, we'll put it something out simple and clean, and then if it's like receptive, people like it, we'll up the ante a little bit. I mean, your first Tweek Talk shirt wasn't something that just was all over the place. Like it's just, I would say that's the best Tweek
Kinda
Talk shirt
was.
I've ever seen to date. You know what I mean? But your first one, I felt like it had a little more simplicity with just the logo on it.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean? That's kind
We'll
of where
start
I am.
somewhere. We're not all at 119 episodes. That's true.
Fuck you! I don't know what to say to that.
You guys are 100 weeks away.
We
You'll
can't
I
get
have no rebuttal.
That's the one L we have to take.
You
Yes.
started
You can't catch
first.
us unless we quit. You can't catch us. It's
That's
impossible.
fair. We're just trying to follow.
You never
your
know. We
footsteps,
might
buddy.
start doing 2 episodes a week.
Whoa,
We might catch you.
Oh,
You
brother.
know, you guys
Don't
barely
you guys
get one
already
in the
do 2
books.
episodes a week? The regular
Well,
episode and the
kinda.
Metafy episode, right?
Yeah, we do Metafy when we remember. Anyway, so hey, Cosmos, what are you excited for Watch the Throne? What's it? Talk to us, Jason.
You know, I'm
Jesus.
actually. I think the thing I'm probably most excited for is to see how Bloom Forever does. Is because I know that he had a very very strong first half of the year, and he was like debatably like the best player in Europe. So I know he like kind of like had some kind of a slump recently where like he hasn't really had a slump like, but he just hasn't really been. There was a point where he was getting first consistently. There was like a point where he got like first for 7 tournaments in a row in Europe. So I'm definitely interested in seeing him play against like the best players in the world, because I don't really think he's had a chance to play against players like Akola and Proto and stuff. And I really do want to see him play against Proto, because I feel like that would be a pretty hard matchup for both of his characters. Like Lucina might be a pretty good choice, but I know that in Europe they have Leon over there. So I really wanted to see how well
Oh
Bloom
shit,
does.
that's a really good point. Be a very good character matchup wise for Bloom.
Because I think Bayo does well against Min in general. So like you're not gonna get back to the stage against Bayonetta. It's just not possible if you're Min.
That's a good point.
And Bayo just has a skip neutral button with ABK against
Exactly.
Min. That's so good.
Exactly. Like the fact that Bayonetta can play just very, very aerial based in like any matchup, you're definitely gonna play very aerial based against Min. So that's very fun to watch.
Proto or Banham and Bloom have faced off at Double Down actually.
Oh really?
I commentated that match. God damn, how did I not remember that? Yeah, it was 3-1.
Damn.
It's crazy how many sets you forget you commentated.
Banham's favor, yeah.
Damn. Well, that definitely was probably before. That was definitely before like Bloom was popping off. So
yes, it was.
I'm definitely excited
very
to see
different
how
time.
he does now. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Cosmos, tell me about yourself. Do you have like a kind of a... Now, I remember you were the last chance qualifier king when it came to summits. So I understand. I think your odds to qualify through an event, whether it be Miami or our other event, Port Priority, pretty high. I'm not going to lie. And of course, there's another unannounced thing happening that we're going to hopefully be able to talk more about soon, just to tease it. So there will be 3 chances, but your campaigning strategy, do you have one, or you just... Because I know you're back on your content grind, okay, since you left those gyms over at 24, 26, whatever. So what's the
21 rise?
Yeah, whatever.
I left all 26 of them.
It's only 20 rising now. See ya.
What's the strategy for you, Cosmos? Impart some wisdom on those who are new to this.
My strategy is to qualify through Port Priority.
Oh shit!
I like it.
It's gonna be a tough one. Wait, is your bet still on at Port?
Yeah, that's actually the first tournament that the bet's gonna be at, because
Port is fucking stacked, man.
Port is stacked. And you know what else is stacked?
Dude.
My practice schedule right now, because I'm grinding the game right now.
How are you grinding? I heard that on Lights Out. What's your grinding strategy? Like, what do you play?
How long are you playing Inkling for?
Currently, I do not want to say what's character that I'm playing, but I'm definitely playing a lot of top players, and I'm definitely. I think the main thing that is important for grinding is not just playing against specific people. It's also just getting into the nitty gritty of like studying and like watching a lot of games and stuff, like a lot of sets, and also like making sure that you are like very comfortable with your character and like confirms and just stuff in general in training mode. So I feel like a lot of people are missing that in their practice schedule, which is why I feel like there's a lot of inconsistencies in a lot of people's play. And I feel like I kind of stopped that like for the last like few months or a while. And I feel like whenever I was doing the best that I was doing, I was definitely like very, very intricate in like how I was practicing and everything. So I'm definitely just getting back into that.
That's what I like to hear. You hear that? That's called dedication. The same kind of dedication I know he will bring to his voting, nominations, and campaigning phase when he makes it to the next round. It's my dog right there. No bias.
I feel like
you don't make it. No bias.
I feel like he's like a dad right now, telling me like giving me a hint that I have to make sure I focus on the
I'm not your stepdad, brother. I'm the dad who stepped up. All right.
Remind me with the bet. You have to do what?
All right. So the bet was, this was back. This started back like a few months after I just wasn't like doing that well, because I was obviously like trying a bunch of different characters and stuff. And EE and I made a bet saying, if I top 3 tournaments of his choice, if I top 1 of 3 tournaments of his choice, he would give me $500. And if I don't top any of them, I owe him $500. So those tournaments were Smash Factor, Smash Con, and Gommel. Gommel, I just didn't top it. I got like 25th or 17th or something. I don't remember. Smash Factor, it was when I started using the 2 new characters that I wanted, or 2 old characters that I used. I started using Inkling and Korn a lot. So I was going those characters only. Even though like I lost to the Terry as Pirate Mithra, but I went core in game 1 and I realized, oh, well, it's a best of 3. So let me try to close it out just with Aegis because like I don't really think I have enough time to learn this matchup because I didn't really know DLC matchups as the new characters. And I got janked. I got forward tilt, busted wolf at like 30 and died. Better at odds though, but it was still kind of bullshit. So that happened. And then I lost that tournament there in losers. I went Inkling in losers and she just wasn't ready to beat everybody else. So I lost that tournament. And then SmashCon was supposed to be my 3rd tournament. And then my knee exploded. So I couldn't warm up at all. And I couldn't, I legit could not play the game unless I wanted to like overexert my body. But I still entered the bracket. But I just was basically unwarmed up the entire time. So I ended up getting 49th. And EE was generous enough to give me another tournament. So he said, you know what? If you go to Terra, which is in France, I'll give you that tournament. So I went there and I went solo Inkling and I ended up actually being sick at that tournament. So I also was not able to go there because also the venue was very, very hot. No shots at France. I love you, France. Please don't come after me. But I just wasn't in the right physical state to be at that venue for as long as I should have been to be able to practice and warm up. So I ended up getting 25th there, I think. So because of that, I lost the bet, quote unquote, lost the bet and had to owe EE $500.
Quote unquote.
Then
what is this quote unquote?
I say quote unquote.
Phil got his back.
Because then I was like, you know what? I feel like I wasn't able to give it my all. So let me just up the bet instead of $500 to $1,000. And not only $1,000 for 2 more tournaments, by the way, but not only for $1,000, I also said that if I do not top 8 at the next 2 tournaments of his choosing, then I also have to main Steve for the first half of the next ranking season.
Yikes.
Yep, that is the bet that EE and I have.
I gotta ask, when you tell most people that you've doubled the vet and have to main Steve, is it usually received with a positive reception?
No.
Your results? I mean, to be honest,
like when we were talking about it on Lights Out when Mars was there, he was genuinely concerned. Like he was genuinely concerned. He was like, "Dude, don't do this. You're gonna lose."
Wait,
it hurt my feelings actually.
Is being forced to main Steve even a bad thing? Like you might need him to win.
It is because I don't want to play Steve. Steve is the only character I don't have in Elite Smash.
I got Steve in Elite Smash. You want some pointers?
I might need some.
What if you are forced to switch to Steve and you start getting amazing results?
That's exactly what I'm scared of because I feel like the most disrespectful thing.
You could throw.
That's true.
So when you have to main Steve, which ult are you going to be using?
I'm gonna use Creeper, obviously. The heck? Okay. Lights out, baby.
All right.
You should have said I'm not gonna have to main Steve.
I'm gonna end the Cosmos therapy session and just go to this and ask Cosmos, if you do make it in to watch the throne, whom is somebody that you'd be headhunting for if you don't mind me asking?
Gluto.
Now why do you pick Gluto? Because I thought you just said you ain't got no beef with France.
I don't, but I have beef with Gluto.
Okay,
because like I played him. I believe either 3 or 4 times in this game. In the first couple of times, like he kind of just washed me. The first time like was at like the very first summit, and I wasn't able to close it out there. But then I played him 3 times because the second 2 times were with Aegis, and both times I was like literally on the brink of beating him, and I had the set lead 2-1 and the game lead both games, and I basically just ended up throwing away those games. So I feel like I was always very close to beating Gluto, and I just wasn't able to close it out. So I definitely want to play him again so I get the chance to actually close it out this time. Because I definitely do think I'm very good at the Wario matchup because I lived with Tweek for a long time, and he gave me a lot of Wario experience, so I just know how the character works in general. And I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to him that I'm not able to beat Gluto or haven't been able to beat Gluto, because of how good Tweek's Wario was back then. So obviously Gluto is a Wario extraordinaire and specialist, but I definitely do think I can beat Gluto. So I definitely want to play him again.
There you go. For a guy who doesn't want France on his back, you just said, "Give me Gluto." So that was interesting.
I'm also upset that they forced me to play in the French dimension and at Genesis, and it was really annoying because they ended up telling me, because I first said no.
Simmer down.
They were gonna put me on the mainstream.
Temperature check.
They were gonna put me on the mainstream, and then they were like, actually, we're gonna put you on the front stream behind the curtains in the dark. And I'm like, I'm not going back there when French
That's
is
where Gluto
France is
thrives.
there.
I'm
And
sorry.
Simmer.
And then
It's use a lot of they, but that was me.
and then they were like, you can either play it there or you can play it in the like on the setups in the crowd. I was like, well, I mean, I'd rather play with audio, so I'm gonna go back there. And then I was told, don't worry,
You got fucking baited.
They're very respectful back there. They'll be very respectful. They'll be quiet. And as soon as I walked in there, ole, 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 ole.
There are no
God.
dummies. That's for sure.
They're
They're
very spirited.
smart. Yeah,
Spirited bunch.
they're a great region.
I don't know if I said they were going to be quiet, to be completely honest.
Trust me. That's the one reason why I went back there. Honestly, it's not like I'm like upset at you or anything.
sorry.
It was a very funny scenario, and I'm very glad that like became a thing, like the French dimension.
Great summit skit.
Yeah, that's just also one of the reasons why I want to be able to play him again. And if I get into Watch the Throne,
wait, when Gavin sits down, everyone act like we're talking about something he wouldn't like. All right. Yeah,
you can't even see him on the screen.
Couldn't he hear you?
You can't even see. Anyway, like whenever the fact that I could play him like in a scenario like Watch the Throne, where it's like it might be in like a secluded room and there's not going to be a bunch of French players there behind him, like
probably will be.
Well,
they travel
we're
well.
gonna have a
Pluto's
feature
here.
where
Pluto's going.
Pat donates enough money, the French dimension pops up like in the room
right.
playing.
All right.
Hey, wait, I have
Watch
a
out
question.
for that.
Are we allowed to reveal that we're gonna there will be tickets available to attend?
No,
Well,
we're
you
not
just
allowed
did.
to. We're not allowed to, though.
Thanks.
You just did.
Oh shit, you're
Oh, don't play stupid. Get out of here. We're not
my
allowed to
bad.
say this.
We
Oh
my
God.
bad.
So we're looking to, don't tell anyone, chat. All right, that's just between
no,
us,
just-
the 500 of us. Okay?
Tell anyone. Just don't tell France.
Well, do you know what's gonna happen now, bro? The other thing is they travel very well. Like, dude, it was crazy at Terra actually. When Gluto lost, he lost to Spargo in winners. Yeah. When he lost, he had a camera in his face as he was walking to sit down and like slump his head. And Leon was there, like talking to him, like hyping him up and stuff. I just got out of the. I was sitting there and he sat like near me. I was like, I'm leaving. Like, this is too much. Like, I don't even want to be near this right now. Like, that is too much. So he lost, and he still needs to just sit there and like be poised. Like it's crazy the pressure on that guy. It's really cool.
Yep.
He's the man.
Real talk though, we gotta step our American game up. This US gotta get the crowd going a little bit
That's
better.
why I'm coming back.
Not the
Into the
USA
future.
chant, because that's just tacky. But like something else, we gotta step our game up.
Yeah, right now the American
just get
dimension
Mango
is
to play
McDonald's.
Ultimate, and we're good.
That's-
Oh yeah, easy.
Good luck.
Yeah,
he's too busy in Karen mode.
Bag it.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit though, because we do have a few more things to cover. Let's talk about our qualifiers, why we selected Let's Make Moves Miami, as well as Port Priority. So those are going to be our next qualifiers that are coming up. So for example, somebody like Cosmos, if they didn't necessarily get in through nominations or campaigning, there's always an opportunity there. Same with somebody asked in the chat earlier about regarding Sonics and his ability to get into the event as well. That's just another good way to do it. So we selected Let's Make Moves Miami because Max is actually a really good friend of ours. He's a good friend of the team. We wanted to involve him in any way possible. At the time, I think when we selected the event, I didn't know Steve was going to be banned. No offense, but that's a gym-ass move. But we're still excited to have them as a partner for the event. Then we're going to swap over to Port Priority. I've had a long standing with Port. I think that's a top 3 tournament that's ran
It's a great tournament.
throughout the year. I would recommend it to anybody, whether it's your first tournament experience or just a tournament experience. That's up there with levels of Genesis and Super Smash Con. That's how much I respect that tournament.
Really?
That's how good
hold on.
No. Seriously,
There's great
as far as
tournaments
like
and
an
there's
experience
legacy.
goes,
Okay,
like as far as an
yeah.
experience goes, you're not going to tell me any different. That tournament is a hell of a good.
It doesn't have the legacy yet,
experience.
but it could, in my opinion.
It's
really, really high quality. I agree with you. there.
So I give a lot of respect.
They
So
gotta
we're
hire
more
me.
than happy to do that. And obviously, you guys know we had Super Smash Con already because we wanted to hit East Coast event. a West Coast event, and then kind of Florida is down there in the South, and then we're gonna have another event that again has yet to be revealed. So a lot of good opportunities for you guys. That's why probably somebody you're asking like, oh, why didn't they opt in to voting? Probably because they have like enough they got enough swag. They're just like, you know what, I'm a qualifier. I ain't worried about it. I think Sonics is the perfect example of that. So just so you guys are aware of how we selected our qualifying events.
Yeah,
and I think we picked the good ones.
Definitely.
Don't worry. The LCQ King will stop Sonics anyway.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice,
and port.
nice.
I'm gonna say right now, this is the most stacked port by far.
Yeah.
Last year's port was what was it? It was Karama and Tweek in grand finals.
Mhm.
But this year, oh my god, we got Tweek,
Mhm.
Gluto, Karama, T, Shuton, Ken, Dark Wizzy, Luis, MVD, Mute Ace, Captain L, Big D, Quick, and I'm just going
Light's
on the list
going
here.
too.
Sisqui,
I know that.
Spargo, Light, Zomba, Sonics. Shoe
Craziness.
onto the next page. Like it's not in order, obviously. Like they still have to see the bracket and stuff. Ouch! Like there's gonna be so much killers. AK, we have an incredible H4 is PNW, so I'm not too surprised. I know he was in Japan for a little bit. So yeah, Akola is what?
Yeah,
Wow,
he is going.
I didn't know Akola was going.
Dude.
Oh,
Porter's gonna be I think to Phil's credit, it's gonna become or already is this year a cannot miss event. For
Yeah,
sure. Like
it needs
it's
to be in
hitting
that tier.
list, yeah.
It's that good.
Getting,
wow.
it's built up to, which I always love to see from a tournament. Like it started off, it wasn't a huge tournament or anything, and slowly they started inviting more top players and more top casters and stuff, and now it's built to this point where it's on that list of you shouldn't miss this tournament. So as long as they hire me, I'll be there.
I've already vouched.
Good stuff. Thanks. Show me the receipts and I'll believe you.
He did.
Okay. All good. Is that all we got for our friend Cosmos here?
I
I think so.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you, Cosmos. Good. Best of luck whenever you decide to tweet out your stuff. It's going to be good. Yeah. Good luck, man.
Good luck at port as well. You said you're gonna go to port.
Yep, and I'm actually tryharding.
You might get your match with Gluto. It's got to make it to him.
I might. He has to make it to me.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
If you
All
top 8 for it, I would. Okay, I believe.
Wow, you are a
I
horrible
would,
person.
I would
I'm
have
getting
a
out of
very
here.
large smile.
Take me out of here.
Let me leave.
I gotta make sure I have a big sign. Let's go Cosmos. Port.
It's
But
paramount. Also
That would be a
has
great tournament to come.
the
make it come.
receipts are in your DM on Twitter.
You actually did. All right, I'm checking chat. Hold on.
but yeah, this is a good time. We were gonna take the last 10-ish minutes to kind of question and answer with any big questions in the chat that people might have, things that at least
come
we
on.
can
Let them
answer.
rip.
So yeah, shoot them out there.
Yeah, if you got any questions that don't suck, let's hear them. And even if they do suck, we're not going to make you feel like they suck. Ask anyway. Let's go. Are there going to be skits? I addressed this. We're not going the skit route just because it's our first kind of event like this. We essentially want to make our quote-unquote media day as easygoing and comfortable for the players as possible, but there will be a creator stage all throughout the event, which is going to have a lot of fun stuff to incorporate players as well.
Was there a
Will
specific
be
reason?
Mafia? That's a good question, actually.
Oh, we could probably do that.
Maybe I don't know.
If people want to play, I guess we could do it, but I don't want to force anyone's feet to the
Yeah,
fire.
agreed.
Yes.
And that was kind of Summit's thing too. Like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
one, like out of respect, but I don't know. We'll
No,
figure it out.
I
chat.
feel like it's like a Summit thing, in my opinion.
Was there a specific reason an international qualifier was not chosen? Not any specific reason. It's just I think Phil did a good job laying out why we chose the events that we chose.
Yeah.
But I think and we're really hoping that there's another Watch the Throne in the future, that we can expand it and grow it from there. It's kind of what we were saying with port priority, where you start close and local to things you know really well, and then you grow it from there. So I'm hoping we can. I mean, we know a lot of good people in the French scene and the EU scene in general, like in Japan too. We have good contacts over there, so we definitely could, and I think we would look to the next time around. Question for Phil: when will tickets be available?
Yeah, tickets. I don't know exactly when they're going to go up, but we're working on a system so that somebody can't just I mean, obviously, we don't think it's going to be a problem, but we don't want somebody to be able to just buy 10 of them and start scalping, just on the off chance that could be a thing. So I think we're trying to mitigate that from making it an issue. But we are working on that, and there will be plenty of tickets available to attend.
A lot of moving parts there. Someone asked, how can I spread word about this to help it be as successful as possible? I love that question. Thank you very much. Follow the Watch the Throne Twitter and retweet everything we do.
Yes.
I think like good natural support for people who are campaigning right now is really good too. Like just interact with it. If you thought they made a good video, just like and retweet it, leave a comment so more people see it. That's really helpful. Another one for Phil is EE commentating. If so, I'm not watching.
Oof.
That guy's no. Why did I get timed out for posting the link? B, get your ass in gear.
I'm a mod too. You're banned. See ya.
Oof.
I can see it. I'm pulling up the receipts because you
that-
dropped the. Because
He
you dropped
muted.
the
Oh
link.
no!
I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link.
Your
There it is right there.
stream stinks.
He was breaking the rules
E
again.
like the tweet. Yeah.
Somebody
That's what he does.
unban me. What the fuck?
Can we talk about Cirque du CFL
I got
seating?
timed out, Tweek. How?
10 minute timeout. He needed it. He needed to cool his jets a little bit. Him and
Uh,
Cosmos both are getting very worked up.
Who's the team running the event? Have they run other events before?
That's Ray all the way.
Yeah,
Ray, bro, he's a
me,
goat.
He's a
Flo,
goat,
we, my claim to fame currently right now is helping run the old side of the last couple Genesis
Mhm.
events, 8 and 9. I've been around NorCal for forever though, so it's many events, including Invitational NorCal Invitationals and stuff. So this isn't a first time.
And just internally as an aside, Ray has been an awesome job just being very organized, keeping us on top of stuff, handing out, like delegating. Ray has been really good, and that's why we wanted him on the show today, because he's very close to the project. He knows it very well, and he's really been killing it. So nice job to
He's
Ray.
the
I'm
reason
happy to have
this
him on
year
here. Yeah.
we're not calling it Mid-House. We're actually going to have some faith in the event. All right.
Thank you. What's the schedule of the event? What's the tournament like?
That's like the Gavin Classic. Like, thank you, I think.
Yeah.
Ray's a goat.
The right now the bracket is only slightly subject to change, but I think we are probably sticking with what we know works well, which is group stage, gauntlet, final bracket. But again, subject to change. There might be some updates there as we get closer.
We're doing VIP too, right? Is that not something we're supposed to say? We're thinking about it.
There are a lot of things that we keep talking about, and I think there's just some of those final things we're coming up with. And but there's still a lot of time for us to nail some of that stuff down. So that's why I'm not too worried about not having a direct answer on some of these things yet, because we got time.
We got time, and it's good to see gauge public perception and feeling about it. So
I see a game idea in here that I've been thinking about, but I'm not going to say out loud. So we'll see if that's something that we do. How much are spectator tickets? You will see when we throw up the shop, but they're not Summit crazy if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
spectator's different. Yeah,
we
it's not the VIP experience. Yeah.
We are also planning on having specific sessions of like meeting and playing the
Meet and
players
greets.
like meet and greets and stuff like that. So
Yep.
we
Nice.
do want to have we want to make this in-person experience special for anyone that is showing up in person.
Would you all consider expanding Watch the Throne next time to 20 or 40 people?
Oh,
There's so many awesome vote-ins. I wish more people could get exposure. Yeah, I mean, right now, again, for this year, that's what we just want to get through this year and figure out. Every year, our goal is to improve the event. So if that means more vote-ins, like I think that's something that we really want to do a good job at. It was actually Rod's idea to do like weekly town meetings or town halls or whatever and talk to the people, because I remember being on the other side of not just Summit, like other tournaments, and just feeling like I didn't have a voice in it. So we're happy to have a forum that we can host these in. And talk to people and see what, like, dude, I do it all the time in commentary. I see someone bring up a good point. I'm like, wow, that was a great point. Don't get me wrong. Chat's full of shitters and not every single thing y'all say is good, but there are gems in there for sure.
Somebody asked, what needs to happen for the event to be considered a success? I can only speak for myself, but I would just say that the people who attend, the players specifically, they have a good time. And they feel like it's something that they would invest time again in the next year to come back to. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, this is a serving kind of community event. We're not doing this for any kind of gratification for ourselves. Like, we've all said that we don't care about making money for this event. We just want to put on a damn good show and then take it to the next level going forward, expand out to other games as well. And just like really kind of create a strong brand with this. Obviously, coming from Smash, this is our home, so this is what we want to prioritize first. And yeah, I mean, as long as the players have a good time, the people watching enjoy themselves, that's legitimately all we care about.
Yeah. So people saying like viewership and stuff, that's going to come. I'm not worried about that at all. If you host a big tournament with those players, it's going to get good viewership. I just want logistically, when it comes to event planning, there's so many details that might get overlooked or whatever. I just want to not have any major mistakes made is basically it, or things that are missed. I think that's just about, which I'm also not worried about. I think we have a great team here. I think literally like if this event was next week and we couldn't do any of the vote-ins or anything and we all went to the guild house, it would be an amazing time. So I think the floor is very high for this event. I just want to go and have a great time, man. And I think it's an event for ultimate by ultimate people, which I think that's always been my thing going into it. So that's really what I want to demonstrate and show is that we have some great people who can put out a good product.
Yeah, for sure. And I see a lot of rule set questions. I know we had that episode on Tweek Talks.
Oh, you Chuck.
Yeah, so
you did this.
Legalize WarioWare, damn it.
Oh god.
I am not
What
on these
Pandora's
things.
box did I open?
Here's what I will say for Charles. The people are talking. That's the
we have
we're trying to
discussion
figure
amongst
things
the
out.
TOs.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure things out. It's the things are in order. I think whether or not we get some sort of unified rule set that people want, or we get some sort of like there's pockets across the region of the NA or something like that. Like that's all that comes in the future. It might not be immediate, but like it isn't something that we like. Everybody's listening. The Discord says, yeah, we're trying to.
We are trying.
Out,
it's very hard to do.
I think everyone agrees that a unified rule set or something like that would be very beneficial. Like even if it's not something that's 100% agreed on, at least it's a good starting point. So hopefully something like that can happen. But dude, a little behind the curtains for Tweek Talks is so funny because Charles was like, yeah, we'll have Void on as a guest, which would be great. He just won that best gamer thing. So we'll cover like the 2 tournaments that happened. Then we'll talk to Void about the gamer thing. That'll be cool. Like, all right, sounds good. And then Charles goes, let's talk about the fucking rule set. We're like, what? Like, where did this come from? Like, he ambushed all of us. Charles, he got all fired up. Like, there was no coming back.
It's crazy because I read some comments like, why is Charles so pissed, right? And then I re-listened to the episode. I was like, fuck, I was so angry. Like, for no reason. Yeah, I was just pissed.
It was like not in the show notes or anything. You went completely rogue, and we're all like, "All right, I guess this is what we're talking about." It is important, though. To be fair, I
was the crazy uncle of that episode for sure. Like,
well, I think you got fired up because you care, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Let's see. Taffer asks, "Are you going to charge for restreaming the event?" No, I think our mindset is. We want you to enjoy this event, whether you're there or not. If you want to enjoy it by restreaming it with your community, you are more than welcome to do that. And in fact, we encourage it as well. So don't worry about any of that weirdo, restreaming charges shit. Go watch the stream how you want to watch it.
Unless you're someone who could have opted in and you didn't, then you have to pay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mars, yeah.
Just Jim. If you're the best zero suit in the world, you have to pay.
Someone said, "Give me a Hazard E block."
We're gonna. Oh, obviously. All the casters?
You're always with Charles. I don't know if you guys
Jim.
have noticed, but
stop talking. You're breaking the fourth wall. Have all the casters been announced? Those announcements will be coming through some of our weekly updates that we'll have leading into the event. Obviously, you could probably guess like who the bulk of the casters are.
That's a good question.
But we are going to make sure we have a NorCal rep as well.
I see a question about our doorstop and hurt in the running due to tweeting despite not being on the graphic. The sad answer to that is no. I wish they had reached out. Like we extended the time like multiple times. Like there's other players that today I'm getting messages from like, and I know it's hard. But we like had a timeline we got to stick to, and as much as we added more time to try to let more people jump in, we had to cut it off at some point. So there are a couple people kind of putting messages out there. It's okay, but the people that we're counting are the ones that reached out to us within the time frame. So
we gave y'all a lot of time. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
And I think that's the other thing too, is that on our side we want to do better in terms of communicating all that stuff out. Sure. But the thing is plenty of people figured out how to opt in as well. So I think there's a little bit of give and take here where it's like, yeah, I guess we could have done a better job communicating it. And to be fair, it's the first time we're doing this event. So I think people saw the trailer. When did we drop that? Like 3 months ago or whatever?
Yeah, it was at Let's Make Moves or Gamo. Excuse me, Gamo.
People got super excited. It's a sick trailer. And then everyone just forgot about the event because smashers or gamers in general, super ADD. I do the same thing, to be honest. I'm like, damn, that was a good trailer. I can't wait for that event. then it's like, oh, that event's this weekend. I forgot about it. It happens.
We could have marketed better. As
So
well.
I think
there is some growing
yeah.
pains for us. You know,
I think we can own a piece of it, but also it's the first one. Like when a summit comes around, no one missed that, but that's because it had an established brand of success, and we're hoping to do that. If there's a few people that missed opting in, that sucks, and I like those players a lot, but it is what it is. And then next time, hopefully, it's a little more fluid on both sides, is what I would say.
Same. There's a question about how do we seed this bracket. I'm not going to take up a bunch of time on seeding philosophies, but it's hard. It's not easy when it's all a bunch
easy.
of top
The
players.
better players get seated higher.
Let me do it, Ray. We'll go by the Has rankings.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
That's how we do
The
it.
Has rankings.
The Has rankings, Mo.
Just don't
yeah.
pull a Terra.
Also, to be fair, there is a lot of opinions about seeding sometimes that are just kind of.
It's kind of like rule sets, right?
Yeah.
There's no
So,
right answer, but
there isn't. Well,
I mean,
there's
there's drastic opinions. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
marketing
not gonna
is
get
super
started.
important, but
I'm gonna get
I
started
also
on that.
the thing with marketing is that, like I said before, like the target demographic of Smashers is just notoriously tough to consistently market to and stay on top of, because there's like a thin line between like being annoying and like putting it in people's faces too much so they don't care, and then not doing enough where they don't notice, or like even if you hit a sweet spot, I don't know. It's tough, chat. It's been really eye opening being on the other side of the tournament planning process for sure. So,
Yeah.
but I think you noticed we've stepped up the tweeting game a lot. We've stepped up a lot of stuff. So we're noticing where there's holes in the ship, and we're plugging them, chat.
It's a collective effort for sure. Somebody said, will this whole stream go up on Tweek's YouTube? I believe so, because we understand not everybody was
he
able
didn't stream
to.
today.
Yeah, not everybody was able to catch it at the beginning. So yes, you can watch this on YouTube, I believe, right, Charles?
yes, I'll be contacting Tweek's editor, and it only makes sense to throw this up on YouTube, right? So if you guys do want to watch this YouTube VOD, it will be available on Tweek's channel. I believe it's Tweek SSB on YouTube as well. Check here.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Will
know,
can a
Charles?
Smasher fly a plane return?
If I did,
Yes.
or if we did have any side events,
we
I
bid
would like some
something-
kind
I
of
want that so
emulator
bad.
type of thing, even if it's like
Something like that,
tractors
yeah.
or another plane or a boat. It's just really fucking funny.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah, just anything like that would be good. But that's a good call out, chat. And that's the thing, is we do want to continue having these town halls going forward, especially as like voting happens and nominations happen and stuff like that. So our plan, we want to do another one next week. I think we're wrapping up here pretty soon. We want to do another one next week. And the idea with the one next week is really fun. We're going to allow the people who opted in to come in and like plead their case, like put on a timer for, you get 2 minutes basically.
And at least.
Yeah, we'll set a time for them, chat, like make it super quick, like get in, get out. That's it, So hopefully a lot of the people who opted in will use this as an opportunity to springboard ahead in the nomination voting phase and all that stuff. Because I think we have some brilliant players there, some who are household names and some who aren't, and I'd love to see all of them compete. So it really got real for me today. I don't know about the rest of you guys when I started seeing those videos and those pictures and shit post up, because I feel like it's easy. And again, I'm like a not first time tournament planner or whatever here, but first time like something this big, that's for sure. And
Yes.
doing full behind the scenes work and then finally seeing it hit like the main Twitter sphere that you're on is wild. It's pretty crazy. It's really cool.
I'm very happy to have Ray on board. He definitely, because I have some experience with TOing and stuff like that from the 2GG days, but Ray definitely is steering the ship very well right now.
Ray's doing awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
We appreciate you,
incredible
Ray.
Big time.
Can't bow in a chair very well, but pretend that I'm bowing.
There you go.
And
That's asking how
since I
tall
know-
I am. What the hell? Taller than Coney. I'll tell you that
4'11"?
much.
That's offensive.
All right. So, and for everyone listening on YouTube,
Sure.
because I know this is going to be on YouTube, if you guys do enjoy this kind of town hall type of thing, this roundtable, make sure to let us know in the comments. And also, if you guys have any suggestions for us to put into the show, we would love to hear your suggestions. So go ahead and let us know in the comments below, because obviously, like the Twitch chat, we can't see that in the video. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys in the comments.
All right. I think that's about it. We'll sign off. I mean, we already got some good feedback from the session. So next week, what we're planning on doing, and I'm hoping for the same time, same place, because consistency is king, as we all know. And we're trying to watch that throne. So hopefully same time, same place next week. And we're hoping to get the nominees up in here and let them plead their case. So good talking to you, chat. See ya.
See ya. And follow my Twitch.